right now.
I know. Ready, Raymond?
Hit it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, have we got a hot show for you tonight, live from deluxe apartments and homes across the greater Boston area, courtesy of CCTV and Chen Pa Productions. You last saw them trying to get out of paying the full bill on Ray's car repairs, and they're here for you tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Anything Goes with Larry and Ray.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right. I can't turn it off. I don't even know if you can hear it. Okay,
No.
Boy, that was loud. Did you hear that?
I didn't hear a thing.
All right.
Our famous intro, which is copyrighted. And
Well, our intern didn't show up once again, late for work as usual, and therefore the music wasn't.
That's what happens when you don't pay anybody any money.
Yeah, well, we had an agreement with that local university, and apparently they didn't really approve us as a real business. So
no, I can't imagine why.
I guess they canceled his co-op, and hence we're left holding the bag, or the music, whatever you want to call it.
It reminds me of that joke when you said holding the bag. My mother ran off with a milkman and left a mailman holding the bag. I believe that's a Three Stooges. So anyway, so you're in Brookline. I'm in Cambridge. We have special, God knows where our special guests are.
I don't even know. We'll let them tell us where they are.
Different time zone, I think. Maybe, I don't know.
What's
going on?
Manhattan. I can tell that apartment looks like it's either in Manhattan or Arkansas. I'm just not sure.
Yeah, I think they're actually in IKEA. They just went into the living room setup. Yeah, save some money that way.
Yeah, because that particular IKEA closes at 5:00, so they hid inside one of those love seats.
Let's just say they're in tight with the janitor who works the late shift. That's all I'm going to tell you right now.
And they just emerged as soon as the lights turned out, and they turned the lights back on.
So what's going on over there?
Well, let me first say, this is a big show because first of all, this is season 5, and this is the season opener, episode 1, season 5. Can you believe we've been here? 5. We're about to start our 5th season. Can you believe it?
Yeah, and I'm sure CCTV is thrilled with it too. Yeah.
I know we haven't really gotten. I know they were supposed to give us like the President's Award or something like that, or a Canby. Yeah. We won a Canby last year, but
hopefully we'll be up for another Canby this year under whatever, least successful comedy show or something. There's got to be a category for us.
Yeah, hopefully it's not that one, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're really in we might be in the thriller category though.
Yeah.
The show is a little scary.
It is. Speaking of scary, may I just briefly talk about a little situation I had on a serious level? The relatively new job that I have, working at a high school, an undisclosed sort of local high school. We went into lockdown, experienced my first lockdown yesterday. I've been locked down at home many times when I couldn't find my way out, but we had, it turned out that the threat was not legitimized, or whatever the term is, it was not, we vetted the threat. It turns out the threat was not a real threat, but it seemed like it at the time. So we sheltered in place. We went into lockdown for about an hour and a half. So what you have to do when you go into lockdown is wherever you are, you pop into the nearest room. Doors lock automatically. You turn off the lights. You get away from the windows. We had no idea what this threat was.
Did you hide under any desks, or did you have any closets?
No. However, the teacher and I, Mr. Hand,
Mr. Hand,
who was great.
Dean Martin. I thought it was Dean Martin.
Dean Martin. He was around too, but our teacher actually, we had a plan that if we did hear loud noises or whatever, that we would barricade, even though the door was solid, we'd barricade the door with a couple of the desks, very solid desks.
Yeah.
Because there's a small window there, but we have fire doors. There's no way anybody could get through the door, which is good. But students did a great job. I was a little scared to get through it. The good news is I had a massive meal about half an hour prior, so that helped me sustain that hour and a half of the lockdown without any hunger-related issues. So it was good. Got through it. Scary. Staff did a great job. Teachers did a great job. So. And what else we talk about?
Okay, what did you have for lunch?
Today or that day?
That very day.
That day, I believe.
Today, how about today, for example?
Well, that day I had first of all, the lunches are spectacular there. They're healthy. it costs faculty like myself like $3 or $3.50 for a meal, 2 sides, drink, and a dessert. So it's the best deal in town. So I had enough to sustain me. But when we talk about our friend Meatloaf in a minute, the passing of the great Meatloaf, I'll tell you what, you'll never guess what the special was today.
What was the special today?
It was actually Meatloaf. So.
Wow.
Because I was wandering the hallways in the morning saying, how can I pay tribute to the great Meatloaf? What was his real name?
Marvin Day.
Marvin, I think it was Marvin, wasn't it O'Day or something?
Marvin O'Day.
O'Day, very sad news when he passed. But anyway, no better way to honor him than to have the special today, which was actually meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and a beautiful green bean on the side.
Right. Well, he was a great performer, for sure.
Great performer.
In fact, can you guess within 3 million how many albums he sold? I think on his Bat Out of Hell album.
Oh, God. 28 million?
Like 47 million.
Wow.
Yes.
Man. In fact, the meatloaf was so good today, I thought of having another one, the same entree again, but I stopped and I said, what would Meatloaf do? And he said he would do anything for lunch, but he won't do that.
All right. Well, on that note, believe it or not, it's 5:36. So I think that's the time to, is it not the time to start?
Yeah, it's about time to discuss our wonderful guests. And
now, before we do that, I just want to comment. I just want to let the audience know, Raymond, I love this smoking jacket you're wearing. You got
Thanks.
the nice broad black lapel. You got the burgundy velour kind of house, little house jacket.
It's part of my winter collection, my pre-storm collection.
Very nice.
Because, I'm going to be hunkered down for maybe a couple of days with the storm.
You might get a foot of snow.
And you want to look good. You want to have,
okay.
be smoking a pipe in about 5 minutes.
Let's now, without any further ado, but
crank it up.
These shows go by very quickly. So,
which is good for the audience.
About our guests. We have 2 spectacular guests today. In fact, these 2 guests, Jackie Munroe and Zach Castagnola, in fact, he is a relation to our co-host, Ray Castagnola. I believe he's your nephew.
Either that or a big coincidence.
Which is a big coincidence. But they both, in fact, have the distinction of being our season opener. They're our season opener, season 5. They were also our season opener for season 3, back in September of 2019.
Yes.
So they're pretty. I mean, we loved them back then, and we're bringing them back tonight.
And I might add quickly, that was one of our last pre-pandemic shows. I believe we went out for tacos, right? Afterwards.
We went out for some tacos. I think you ate one of my tacos that night, or that might have been a different night.
Yeah, that was the same night. And no, actually, it was a different night when I accidentally ate one of your tacos. But I remember it was the last time you left the house. Yes. 2019, the last time you actually left your community.
Less than 2 years, a little over 2 years ago, Jackie Munroe was just finishing up her last year at Mass Art. And in a short 2 years, we want to just tell you how far this young lady has come. During a pandemic, in fact, she was just voted one of the most influential women in sneakers for 2021. Congratulations.
As soon as she takes those sneakers off, she's nobody.
That's quite an accolade, I have to say.
Very good accolade.
Have you ever been voted most influential male in any category?
No, I was voted best sense of humor, though, in high school.
Okay.
Which is different than class clown. I want to make that distinction.
All right, there is a distinction. So, and in fact, let's tell you a little bit about Jackie. So Jackie right now is on a media tour, and this is not, in fact, her first season opener. She was recently, and I heard this podcast, on Spotify's Strange on Purpose podcast with Izzy Lugo for his season opener. I don't even know this guy, Izzy, but apparently, he was able to secure this talent before we even were able to. So that we had to jump on that bandwagon. But of course, she's a friend of the show, and not to mention has received quite an achievement and quite an award. So we're very proud to have her on the show.
In fact, just briefly, if I can interject, Neil Young is actually trying to get Jackie to leave Spotify because of the whole issue with Joe Rogan.
The whole Joe Rogan, Neil Young controversy. Well, that's for another.
Jackie's a little bit torn about that, but she'll be on Spotify for now.
All right. Well, nevertheless, Jackie is a color and material designer at ASICS, and that happens to be the sneaker of my choice. I've been buying ASICS for the past 20 years. I actually favor the Gel Cayano. I believe I'm wearing the Model 27. But enough about me. Jackie is a rising superstar in the sneaker business, and she's made many innovations in the industry. She's known for her vibrant color patterns and was on the design team that created the Gel Light 3 Daylights. Jackie is a graduate of Mass College of Art and Design and the co-founder of No Fake Flowers. And Ray, by the way, still proudly possesses his high school equivalency.
Well, don't jump the gun yet. I still have 2 more semesters.
All right, but you're getting closer.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of No Fake Flowers, we also have on the show the president of No Fake Flowers on the set as well, Zach Castagnola. Zach also has an eye for color and materials. In fact, you can really say that about the entire family. They have a very creative gene. His father, his brother, and of course his uncle, who's on the screen with us today. All very talented people. Zach will tell us more about what he's up to. But why don't we just dive right in? And ladies and gentlemen, let's bring them on the set. Please put your hands together. Give a warm welcome to Jackie Munroe and Zach Castagnola.
Wow, there they are.
Here they are. Whoa, here they are.
Thank you.
Well,
it's an honor to be back.
Unbelievable.
Why don't we actually just tell us, where are you guys? Are you in Honolulu? Are you in Arkansas? Are you in Alaska? We have no idea.
I think it's the Czech Republic.
The tropical palms may throw you off, but we're on the outskirts of the city in the far region of West Roxbury.
Oh, did you know that, Raymond, by the way?
Yes, and rumor has it they've been seen in the same apartment together, but don't tell, his family.
Oh,
That's
well,
family.
they're going to find
Very
out.
old-fashioned.
I think they're watching live. I sent them a link to the live feed. No, I really didn't. So be yourself, and we can decide later if we actually want to put it on YouTube. We don't even have
Just
to
remember the curfew and stay in separate rooms like Larry does with his wife. Yeah, very good.
Whatever keeps the peace.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Raymond, why don't you jump in and ask this wonderful couple number one, the first question.
You're next on the dating game. I'll start with Jackie. Jackie, how did you arrive at this lofty position in the sneaker industry and turned out to be one of the most influential women in the business? Did you step on people on the way up? Did you steal patents for sneakers and pretend they're their own?
Ray told me he thought that you joined a night cleaning crew, went into a Converse and took some photographs and, got some of your ideas. But I said that's impossible. Anyways, we don't want to put words in your mouth.
I think you guys are overhyping me a little too much. I don't want to disappoint anybody, but not that cool. But yes, I started at ASICS 2019. I was there before I graduated college. I was working there before I graduated as an intern, but I was there for over a year and I was just doing work. I just kind of wanted to stay on, and then they hired me, so I got lucky. That's how.
Wow. Well, I say you make your own luck. What do you say, Raymond?
I say I make my own luck too. Yeah. You make your own luck, if you're good and do something you love doing, and, things kind of fall into place, much like your comedy act you did a few years ago.
Yeah.
This is all true.
Raymond, why don't you toss out another question, and then I'll get into the more deeper.
Well, I want to hear, Jackie, I want to hear about, I thought Larry was joking when he used the term or the title Gel Light 3-Day Light, or how do you say that? Gel? Is
Gel
that
light.
really a sneaker?
Yep,
Gel light?
I thought it was a dessert topping, actually.
Does sound like a dessert. I work on a lot of gelicanos though, so pretty good. What size?
That's a good quality, is it not?
It is.
Of course it is.
Yes, but I'm gonna have to get. I didn't know that you were such an ASICS lover. I'm gonna have to get
big time.
shoes.
That's all I wear.
Well, Larry did tell you.
By the way, if you want to put me on a billboard overlooking the Mass Pike, I'm happy to oblige.
I think actually you could just be an ambassador. I think.
Yeah, it'll say this could happen to you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Larry, just to tell you, Larry didn't tell you that when he's been wearing ASICS for the last 20 years, it's the same pair. He'll return them, to put them up, and bang, he'll get the same. He'll buy the same pair back for a higher price, a month later.
Excellent. So, that's good investment in sneakers. You're basically StockX. It's great.
It's very loyal.
How long lasting they really are.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Raymond, I think your real question was, do they glow in the dark?
Yeah, I was going to say, do they really glow in the dark?
They do not. They don't go in the dark, but you can see them in the dark because they're so bright.
Wow, it's like Larry when he smiles.
Yes, yes.
He just had his painting a few days ago.
I do have that. What do they call that smile with the when your teeth like sparkle?
Pepsodent?
Yes, that's it.
Wow.
That's a reference from the 70s. So
I was going to say that's a good 70s reference.
pretty
I'll
good.
take your word for it.
Yeah.
That's for a man that still drinks Tab with his lunch.
Yeah.
Remember
You know,
Tab? That was a diet
Well, I
drink.
think, at least I occasionally pick up the tab. I can't say the same for you.
Yeah, only the soda. You don't actually pick up the bill, though. Yeah.
All right, now let me get to a much more interesting question. Ready? So, Jackie, and then we'll get to you. Is it true, Jackie,
We'll get to Zach eventually.
that on your next project, you are going to be crossing over to the men's sneaker category, and you'll be focusing on the plight of the 60-year-old neurotic Jewish male's need for comfortable footwear?
It's a huge demographic, folks.
Oh, Larry.
You know, I like a nice soft shoe. I want something I can sink into, you know, kind of like, you know, like an old pair of slippers.
Right. Something very soft like his hands. He's been counting money all his life.
You know,
Very soft hands.
you know, now that I'm semi-retired, I need to think about these things.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll take notes.
All
I'll
right.
do what I can.
You might want to bring it to your, you know, your chief over there because quite
know.
frankly, I think there's a big market for this.
I
type of
think
product.
I think we gotta get you in there.
Yeah.
We gotta get you talking
Yeah.
to these people. I think.
Why don't we go in together and, you know, I'll fill in like the silences between, you know, the
That's all.
question and his.
That's what I need. Yeah, I need someone to fill in the silences. I
Yeah.
need someone to bring the punchline, and that's you. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
We'll
down.
definitely save a little punch for Larry.
I really only need 20 minutes notice, so, you know, just call me whenever you're free.
Yeah.
Okay.
Call you. You'll be there in 5 minutes or less.
He'll be the one arriving in a giant bubble. Yeah. By the
Okay,
way, yeah.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Raymond.
And I know we're going to talk about, well, we didn't have time to really get into this, but Larry was nice enough to pick me up when I had my car repaired done the other day and drive me back a few miles. But of course, he had me double mask. He put me almost in the trunk. He was in the front. So he had to go through a whole protocol. I believe he gave me a COVID test before getting in. It was a whole thing. And he was a little bit late. Why? Because he had to bring his dog Chen for what? A shampoo, a bath?
Well, I had to pick her up from her bath at
Yeah.
2 o'clock
So
in the middle of the
that's a
day.
whole other story.
You know, because I was
Yeah.
available. So, and she doesn't want to, she can't just come home on her own. She can't just be wandering the street. Someone's got to pick her up.
When I was a kid, my parents, they would just throw the dog in the tub with us. They bathe together. You know, you don't send the dog out for a
No,
bath.
she's
It's
very,
ridiculous.
there's no turning back. She's had these baths now for years. All of a sudden, I put her in the tub. She's not going to stand for it. It's best if a stranger, you know.
Well, yeah, you've created a delicate genius. That's why. But anyway, I digress. Let's continue the topic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we, since we only have 10 minutes to go, we better jump to the Zach questions before we run out of time, right? All right, so,
Look at
Zach,
him in there.
we really don't have any questions, but Zach's kind of the actor. We really wanted Jackie on the show, so we could not invite Zach because, you know, he'd be insulted. No, just kidding.
I appreciate it.
They're both equally triumphant in the world of theater and arts and flowers and sneakers. So, but we recall last time, Zach, that you were talking to us about your famous bow tie collection. And we're wondering, you know, given between the pandemic and the more casual attire, a lot's changed over the past few years. Are you seeing that this tie collection is sort of fading by the wayside a little bit, or is it still kind of a thriving, you know, point of fashion?
It's hard to say. To be honest, I'm not sure where the collection stands right now. It may be with my dad's missing top 72 complete set. So wherever that went,
Yeah, we're waiting for that.
with
That's
it.
gone.
So wherever it's out there.
Wow.
But yeah, I think bow ties and formal wear have definitely fallen by the wayside a little
Yeah,
bit.
I don't see anybody even in just a tie, period, really.
I don't think I've ever seen Zach in a tie or a bow tie.
Yeah.
No, which is good. That's the
think the bow
Castagnola
tie thing is a
tradition.
myth. I think Raymond told me about the bow ties, but is that not, you were probably referring to
Yeah,
your
and
father or someone else.
My dad used to have a bow tie. You know.
So Zach never had a bow tie
Bow tie
collection?
on.
No, I
Every
did.
time he
I still
sneezed,
do.
Oh, okay, good,
Yeah.
good, good. All right, so we're not totally.
every time my father sneezed, though, because every time my dad sneezed, the tie would pop off. It was a clip-on. So,
Yeah. And I think
You know,
it landed in the soup.
It's
Actually.
very easy. Get ready for bed. You just unclip it. Bang. No fuss.
All right. But Zach, tell us what is new in the world of no fake flowers. What is happening there?
Well, not a lot is happening. The pandemic, like to many small businesses, has really kind of slowed down our operation.
Yeah.
But we're actively looking for new clients. We're trying to come up with some new work.
Wow.
So if anyone out there is listening, give us a call.
Why don't you give a little pitch on what you offer, what people would be signing up for?
Well, we can do everything from digital media, that's your photo and video content, to your marketing and branding. We're kind of a one-stop shop for all your creative needs.
Awesome.
So we're happy to talk and hopefully find some new clients soon. But two of our other partners, Ollie and Daniel, they each had their first child in the last year.
Wow.
So very big things happening at No Fake Flowers.
Wow.
It's very good. No fake children either. The real children.
No, they are all real and happy and healthy.
What if we need some new
that's
mugs
very good.
for the Anything Goes show? Is that in your wheelhouse?
We'll make it happen.
Wow. Because I think I think you only have one mug left, Raymond. Is that correct in your stock room?
Yeah, I think I have 2 mugs left, for some special, we'll have some kind of contest.
Yeah.
You know what we should do, actually, if you guys want to design? You remember how Jerry Lewis had his caricature behind him, the logo?
Yes.
Like the outline of it,
Yeah,
we could do that.
I have a feeling they don't even know who Jerry Lewis is, but yeah.
If Larry says
Jerry
yes,
Lewis.
a yes from us.
Yeah. Jerry, I'll tell you about Jerry Lewis when you get older, Larry.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Moved to France to really understand him.
And Jackie, what's going on? What's you want to tell us about any upcoming projects or any new awards you've won since we last read your article?
No new awards. Who knows? Maybe they're coming down the pipeline, but no, nothing new there. But working on new projects at work, always a good time. No, it's all good over there. All solid things coming out.
Yep.
Maybe some new models, maybe some, there's new models every year. That's not saying any much, but I've been working on a lot of Keanos recently, so that's good for you.
Wow. I just keep getting the same one, but the newest, because
Yes, that's exactly.
I say if it's not broken, I'm not going to fix it.
You are the ideal ASICS consumer.
Yeah. I bet I'm probably in a very special category of ASIC customers. And
that's to say the least.
I'm not getting the credit I think I deserve.
I think you need
to. You get what you deserve,
already. I think you deserve your own shoe.
Well,
he only walks about half a mile a week.
I come right out and say it, but that's exactly what I was thinking.
The Anything Goes with Larry and Ray Shoe.
Official Anything Goes. Yes.
Yeah.
Look it up for you guys.
Yeah, and then I'll even walk in the Boston Marathon to get some extra publicity.
Exactly. Get some extra traction going. Let the people know what's out there.
I have a new 4-volt scooter I could drive alongside the runners in my beautiful ASICs.
That'd be beautiful.
I like it.
That's really a commercial in the making.
Yeah. Okay.
What we're hoping though is if you have any
Go ahead. Raymond,
I was going to say irregular shoes. Do you ever get what Larry and I want is a discount on some a shoe with or a box with 2 left feet or something like that. Do you ever see that?
For Ray's dancing, exactly.
Yeah, I think you'd probably have to buy 2 sets, but when in doubt, rock it out. We'll get you those shoes that you need.
Because I'm sure you've seen
because
Ray
at Larry's
right? And he does
at your 60th birthday party, Larry commented that I had 2 left feet, and that's because I did get a box. I think it was at Marshall's or something. Opened up the box of shoes before Larry's party, and there were 2 left feet. So for about 45 minutes, I kept going in circles. It's like Chevy Chase going around the Rotary in a vacation. Look, kids, Big Ben, Parliament. You couldn't get out of it. So finally, Larry got me out of the circle and sat me down. But with 2 left feet, it's not fun.
No,
you should see him in one of those styles. He just can't escape. He just keeps going around and around like Will Ferrell and Elf.
Lots of good references tonight.
Yeah,
you guys are really on top of it.
I know, Larry jumped into the 90s with that one.
Yeah. All right, what else we got, Raymond?
And Larry, you're very big on the sandals. You're going to talk about sandals and socks, that combination.
I asked you this last time, but I'm going to ask you again. Is it still, is sandals with socks? That's still a bad idea?
I think it depends on the sandal
Yeah.
and the sock.
I think if you're like in the
And the
desert,
person
for
wearing them.
example, like if I was in Egypt, or I'm touring a pyramid, for example. There's a lot of dust. You know, I'm wearing sandals, of course, because I'm in the desert. But I think the socks would protect, my feet a little bit better because I'm out there,
Larry, I think if you can rock them,
Yeah, you have a lot more to worry about.
I think it depends on the person. I think I could pull it off.
I think you can too. I think it works. It's good.
Yeah. I'll be on the back.
Yeah, there's a market for desert footwear. Yeah.
I can't think of a worse
Yeah,
footwear than that.
You can accessorize with a camel. It's nice.
Yeah.
You can do that. And don't forget your SPF 300 though. Yeah, for the hair. The head.
Oh, I'll have a big hat. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah,
I'll
the urban
either a
somewhere.
hat or I'll just bring my umbrella. But I'll be protected.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yep. Well,
What do we get for time? Oh, we get 2 minutes left, guys.
Did you get the that beautiful platter of French cheeses that we sent to your dressing room before the show?
Yeah, we ate them all before, so can't share it with the crowd. But yes, we ate it. Delicious.
The Cristal was perfectly chilled. It was all received perfectly.
Yes, that got delivered to the door.
I noticed you seem a little tipsy, so I figured you don't definitely book.
Well, it was actually Cristal Light. There was no alcohol in it. Mary mistakenly got what was it, lemon flavored Crystal Light instead of Cristal champagne.
I think it with the Gel Light 3 daylight,
Keeping with the theme.
You're gelling like a felon.
which do go well with Cristal.
Man. Yeah. Nothing like Cristal.
Right,
Cristal Light. So guys, we're gonna wrap up.
Okay. I told you to
Sign off. Any parting words?
Yeah.
Well, just wanted to say thanks again for having us. It's always great to be back on the air. I am sure the viewers were equally excited to see our return. So thank you for making it happen.
Yes, all 7 of them.
I've been getting all these.
Very good. Sure.
I have a live stream going on, and all these likes just keep popping up through the whole show.